So I had to just take some time away from YouTube there for a little bit. Has YouTube been, has there been drama lately the last few days, or were people good and took the time off to be thankful? So any videos that I haven't watched that you guys think I need to watch, let me know. I don't know. I've been really trying to decide what to do here about my continued, I don't know how to move away from the Summer Wells case. And I need to, I just don't know how much more, like, if, I don't know. I think that right now it's about trying to get law enforcement to actually pay attention, but they're still very, very, very tight-lipped. Extremely. It really does seem like they're, not even, I will tell you this, they're definitely, tight-lipped. They know things that they're not telling us, which is obvious. I mean, law enforcement, but I think that we gotta remain hopeful that they're so tight-lipped because maybe they're trying to get that one last piece. Maybe they're trying to take down a whole group at once. Maybe they know all the players, key players, but they need that one last person that's up there, I'm starting to get very, very discouraged. Seriously, I think I sat and stared at the wall for like an hour at least today. Just thinking on everything. It's incredibly discouraging. I would be leaving, I want to just focus on my tarot, really. I feel like I've done all I can really do beyond trying to get them to pay attention at law enforcement, which I can still continue to do that, you know what I mean? And I just keep getting harassed and basically, I don't know, it almost feels like everything's just like done in vain, like they're not fucking doing anything. I don't know, it seems like I feel like they are. Okay, I know they're doing stuff. I know they're following up on tips and leads. I do know that, but I feel like they could be definitely headed in the wrong direction. I don't know. Who knows? They won't tell us. I definitely believe that they're under a really strict gag order. That really definitely seems. I don't think they'll ever do anything with this case. But see, what doesn't make sense is like. It doesn't make sense. Knowing what we know about a certain somebody on the road and freaking law enforcement, for some odd reason, ignoring it. I don't know if they're trying to, I don't know what to fucking think. Didn't he say he's only been questioned one time? Hasn't he said that? Hasn't Andy literally said he's been questioned one time? And that's it, the beginning, and that's it. You know how frustrating that is? When you know somebody was on the fucking road, allegedly, but for some reason, law enforcement doesn't seem like they're not fucking, I don't know. It seems like they're just not doing anything. If it's really true that he's only been questioned once. I guess he could lie about that, I suppose. And law enforcement definitely can lie to us too. And I absolutely know for a fact that they are. They're telling people different things. I know for a fact. I've spoke to them. We can't believe anything, which direction they're going. We don't know this whole, is it TBI or Hawkins County thing, Like, why is it that I keep getting sent back and forth between agencies? Like, literally. I'll be, Hawkins County will say, send things to TBI saying, we're just sending things straight over to TBI because things aren't getting past Pruitt's desk. And then you get to TBI and then they freaking, send it back to Hawkins County. And Hawkins County contact you. Like, please make that make sense. When you're literally just turned in information 6 months ago at Hawkins County when they said all that stuff about not getting past Pruitt's desk and basically made it seem like it's just TBI, that Hawkins County had just been forwarding any tips that they got. I would seriously, for those who are worried about I know, Be Real, it's just, there's other, I don't know. I don't know what to think, if we've got another Sean Williams freaking situation here or what, or kind of though in a way. I feel like they just are trying to get that last bit of information. Well, see, they're relying on Hawkins County to do all the local footwork. So if there's anybody who needs to be interviewed locally, they're sending Hawkins County to do it. So it's not like they're sending out, you know, I don't understand why they can't just do it on the phone or something, but I don't know. I'm still iffy about what all Judy Sue knows. I don't understand why, yeah, there's some things like I'm trying to be careful and not say on here in hopes that something's being done. I hope so, guys. I really do. I've been in communication with law enforcement the last few days, and you know, that's why I told you guys yesterday. And in a couple days, I don't know. Well, I don't know what to. They're not going to give out any freaking thing. I mean, help us anyway. We're going to have to get that footage. Probably. I mean, as far as we did speak about that. We did speak about him being on the road, and it was. But anyways, we'll talk about it. Let's give it some time. To me, it sounds like they know what to me, I feel like I'm getting the impression they know what happened and that they're just waiting for a last bit of info. But I don't know. It's really hard to read. It really is. Like, it's really confusing. That's what it seemed like, because they were only interested in certain things. And it was almost like they knew certain information already. And the certain information that they're needing, we don't know. It's the same thing Fred has beat himself up over for years trying to freaking remember. And that it was that blue truck. That's all I can freaking say. I'll give you guys that much. I'm like, well, why don't you freaking ask Andy Bernard? He's the one that went back there to get it, in my opinion. Fred's sister with some cash. I think it would be more likely to, there's other footage besides just that, so I think it'd be more likely just to find somebody else who has either footage of him on Simpson or on Ben Hill. Because either way, if you're on Simpson, you have to access that, you have to go by Ben Hill, by vehicle. But I'm not going to freaking kill myself over this stuff, like, and stress over it, if, you know, and if law enforcement, like, for some reason, or if nobody's doing anything, and then they put down married a violent felon. Where do you get that? When have you ever been violent? That guy, when you shot off the gun is what they're trying to say. You don't have any violent charges. It's because of that shooting that gun off when he was in a dead sleep and woke up and thought he was being attacked. That's really what happened. I've explained this a million times. But you're not going to find any type of violence on his record, like where he's actually hurt somebody physically. Yeah. So that's absolutely not true.
I'd be doing stuff and then I'd be watching and go stick it in my pocket or something, take care of something and helping people out.
Yeah, I've done it myself. But yeah, I mean, right? I mean, when people do change, like, especially kind of like how Fred did. Sometimes, like, a lot of times people change when they're like forced to, in a way, like they go to jail or prison, and then it's like, and then that's when they realize, you know, it's not worth it. Really been thinking a lot. He was pretty hopeless there for a while, you know, being in that lifestyle. I mean, as far as in that lifestyle, and it really wasn't going to go get better as long as they were together. It was going to stay that way. Probably. I mean, it would have taken a like straight up like miracle. I mean, and already I feel like it's a miracle how everything's worked out how it has so far. Even, you know, at the very least, we can give credit to Summer for saving the boy's life, and in my opinion, saving Fred's life in a way, because the attention of the case is, I believe, what put the attention on his dealing, and then caused it to, you know, made him quit. Also, it's through Summer how we met, you know. So I'm very thankful for that, but I still do feel like there's more. I don't feel like that's it. I do feel like there will be arrest, but what I'm worried about is that they're gonna arrest just maybe like the parents, and then that's it. I don't know. But there's some reason why they're being quiet. Like they're worried in some way. I guess the only thing I think about is I think is that they're worried that it will tip off people if certain ones are arrested. It will tip off others. But see, the longer it goes, the more people that die. Just like, well, I know for sure I'm not going to be getting into is any more children cases. I'm going to try to stay right away from those, like the freaking plague. I mean, really, I don't want to get invested in another case at all. It's like, of course, there could never be like another repeat of Summer Wells. I mean, this has been quite unique journey for sure. Law enforcement, they know I've done everything I can to let them, or turn in everything that I've got over the years and let Brett witness. I honestly don't know what else to do. Just hope that, why haven't they put out a freaking, asked anybody, in the community if they know of that blue truck, you know what I mean? It makes sense that it would be somebody not familiar with the area, because it was like they were like they were lost. But of course, like, even if you hadn't been in that hauler before too, you could get, you might not know where you're going, even if you are like, it probably wouldn't be somebody from Beach Creek. It's like a dark blue truck that it had chrome on the front too. Single, no backseat. Yeah, I want to get back to, I don't know. There for a while, we weren't talking about Summer Wells every day, which is good. Like, we need to keep awareness out there and stuff. But not if it's going to be like just drama, I know, but the Summer Wells is Sniffer wouldn't have to do with something so serious, though. It'd be one thing if it was like silly drama, but there's like a child missing and possibly being abused. No, but see, the thing is, people are purposely putting out things like they're re-saying things wrong. They're lying about things like that Brett has said or others. Well, I really haven't noticed on Tamina. They're purposely lying, to make Fred look a certain way. I know they did bring in a bunch of resources for Sebastian that they've never really considered for Summer. Nice and rested and talked to law enforcement this morning, because I missed a call yesterday and I tried calling back and missed them, and so all night I was like freaking wondering what they wanted, or no, I knew what they were wanting. They were inquiring about my emails, but the fact that I had to wait overnight just bugged me. Yeah, I did, but obviously I can't really say on here specifics, obviously, not yet. Let's just give them freaking time to do their thing. But yeah, I've been thinking about it all day, just staring off blankly, thinking about it all day, and kind of just processing the very short conversation and trying to think how to take it, and trying to think what certain things meant, and because they're very tight-lipped.
More people know you do.
Yeah. But I will say it's very unusual for them to call back on a tip, so I guess that's a good thing. So that's a good sign, I guess, that I appreciate that was good, a good sign, but it wasn't FBI. I'll just say that. Remember, I emailed TBI, which people think it's not the same. FBI would be the next department up, or not department, but next agency up. And I don't know. People were talking about saying I should contact them, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm losing a little bit of freaking. I go back and forth to where I feel good, okay, maybe something's happening, and then to I think of certain things, and I'm like, oh, and I start to think of oh, well, what did that mean? Did it mean this or that? Because there was no way to fake it. You have to, in order to call them back, you have to go to through their press 1 for the detectives. Press, and then you go to a new screen. It's press 1 for this detective. Press 2 for this detective. Press 3 for this detective. Press 4. So yeah, who you're calling. There's no doubt on that. But yeah, trust and believe. I am aware of that, or I am careful with that, because when I saw the number on my phone, I was like, oh, somebody probably made a fake number, you know what I mean? And then I noticed there was a voicemail. I was like, okay, sounds a little bit more legit. Let's, and I called the number, and then, yeah, it's an automated system that you go through first. I usually don't eat while I'm on here, but today, I guess. To me, it seemed like I said, this just happened. I've been processing it, like staring at the wall for hours, like just thinking at it. Think about it. So has Fred. Like I look over at him, he'd be laying in bed just staring at the ceiling, and I know what he's thinking. He's processing like how to take what he said and what that means. Because there was, there's not. Don't worry, I don't have any absolutely jaw-dropping info or anything. You know what I mean? They're not telling people. They're super, super careful, and there's a reason for that. And all I can think of from the feeling I got is that they have everything they need. They just need a couple more. Well, there was one thing in particular that they were focusing on, like I said, but that it seemed like they didn't have yet. To me, it seemed like, and it's weird too, because you keep hearing, like they keep sending you back and forth, like they'll send you back and forth between the two agencies. I think they know certain lower players. I'm gonna say it like that. I think they know the certain lower levels of everything, like certain ones that are obvious to us. But I think they're still trying to. It seems like they're trying to get some people higher up. I don't know. I hope to God that they're watching these people, these certain ones these lower levels. I hope they're watching them closely and where they're going and what they're doing, because they're, children being abused. They knew who I was. I didn't have to explain that, which I don't know. I guess I take that as a good thing, because maybe that means that they see some of the stuff on here. Because I feel like there is some important things that have been put out on YouTube that, I don't know. I do think that they watch that stuff. Yeah. It's like somewhat of a newer model blue truck, I think, isn't it, Fred? When I say newer model, within like the last 15 years, 15, even maybe up to 20, just because of the style of it. Like it has the chrome on the front, on the grill, very, very dark blue. Fred's never seen the truck before in the area. 2007.
2007. It's I can't think. It's not actually affiliated to GMC. I can't think of the name of it.
A GMC, that style truck. I hope we can take it as a good thing. I really do.
It's a Canyon.
Canyon. That's what you think it. A GMC Canyon? Do you think it was really that for sure? Do you know that for sure? Or you just...
That's what it's called.
Or that's what it just looks like? He doesn't know for 100% that that's the make of the truck, but it's how it looks. It looks like the style of a GMC Canyon. And the windows are extremely dark. You can't see in, you can't make out who's inside. There's no back seat. They must not have got a plate, because otherwise we wouldn't be in this predicament. That's what that's what Fred seems to be under the impression, is for some reason that vehicle's plate was not, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they got it from the way they're acting. They didn't seem interested in the white HHR. It's almost like they already know about that. It's so hard to really say how they're going about things, People were saying that Jody Sue was like freaking out big time for some reason, like crying and just like having a fit. I will probably go ahead and get off here for now, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. Keep praying for Summer. If you have any credible tips or anything that can help, if anybody knows who owns a truck like that, and you're in that area, I mean, even though we don't believe the trucks from that area, but that's like really important. They really are, and I just don't understand why they don't just go freaking ask Andy Bernard. I mean,